Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone's still doing well, protecting yourselves, and staying occupied in this new reality of ours. I want to get to this new audio as quick as I can. I won't be interrupting it once it begins, so you won't have to worry about that, but I will offer up a short intro to introduce characters, set the scene, add context, and points to focus on that I hope will have you much more informed and less confused as you listen. I cannot stress enough that this audio, secretly recorded by Amber Heard, takes place essentially in a crime scene, moments after, according to evidence, Amber angrily and violently severed Johnny Depp's finger, but now claims she was physically and sexually assaulted. I did a video on the evidence, witness testimony, and 3D recreations surrounding this alleged incident. If you want to give that a watch first, it might help you follow along better here. A small portion of this audio was reported on recently by the Daily Mail. This version will be uncensored and will use some of the same audio, but much of it has never been heard before. I've cut it down from hours of white noise, no noise, cleaning sounds, and non-speaking to get a much cleaner product, and one that I believe is much more accurate in terms of what is actually being said and what has been reported on already. Fair warning though, there are some loud moments, so I'm sorry for your headphones. The voices you're going to hear. Amber Heard. Amber is the one who secretly recorded this whole thing for reasons only she knows. Taking place in Queensland, Australia on March 8, 2015, mere moments after she claimed to have been physically assaulted, pushed, punched repeatedly, choked, slammed, and dragged naked over broken glass, allegedly leaving her with a swollen nose, a busted bloody lip, and countless slashes all over her arms, legs, feet, and body. The Sun newspaper, who Johnny Depp is suing for defamation, has not only parroted these ever-changing allegations, but are now helping her by adding claims that she was also sexually assaulted during this alleged incident. Johnny Depp. Johnny has submitted evidence that he was the one assaulted during this incident, with Amber throwing a large vodka bottle, breaking and severing his finger, and burning his face with a cigarette. Dr. David Kipper and nurse Debbie Lloyd. Amber Heard would have you believe this duo, who specialize in addiction, were solely tasked with helping Johnny, but as you listen to the audio, you'll realize they are very much present to help deal with Amber, who is having what I can only describe, in my opinion, as a manic episode. Make note that during the entire audio, not only does Amber not speak as someone who just moments earlier had been physically and sexually assaulted, but these medical professionals, along with everyone else present that you'll hear, are not even acknowledging any existence of the horrifying physical injuries Amber now claims she received. And let me make it very clear, Dr. Kipper and Debbie Lloyd are members of Amber's official medical team as well. I think she doesn't want you to know she was receiving treatment for her own addictions and psychological patterns and tendencies. In fact, their goal seems to be to calm her from her episode with Seroquel, an antipsychotic which Amber took regularly. Ben King. Ben was the estate manager for the couple's rented home while in Australia. He also flew home with Amber to drop her off with her friends and make sure she didn't kick off again. Jerry Judge. Jerry Judge, who has since passed on, may he rest in peace, can be heard in the majority of the audio. He was Johnny's head of security at the time, and it is very clear that he, at this point, was already familiar with Amber's tactics of manipulation. You'll hear him talking to others in person and on phone calls with various members of Johnny's team. There are interactions with Amber in which she appears to be scrambling to tell a story about what happened, a story that has continued to evolve to this day and, at the time, included nothing of physical or sexual abuse. I'll offer some closing comments at the end. I would really appreciate it if you stick around and didn't just take the audio without understanding the information surrounding it. So here goes.
Fucking understood what you are and who you are and how you fucked me over and make me feel sick of myself. That she took some money. We're still finding our forgiveness with that on. He's going to be stupid out.
I'm sure Nathan. I just want a pen.
The majority of the blood, Debbie, is downstairs, but I went through that really carefully. Oh, wait a minute. There's a... Someone tried to clean something out. We are really concerned because he's got a lot of pain.
A lot of pain?
Pain. He's got a lot of pain also. Pain. You saw it.
No.
But it's a very moment that's going to get infected. My reasoning, which may be wrong, should be where all the blood is, and that's down there.
You want me to take it? Let me go give this to Hans and then I'll come back.
Yeah. I looked at it really carefully. Plus, Dad's down there. He couldn't see it either.
Okay.
Didn't find it.
Oh,
All right, here.
In the trash, in the
My advice, Emmer's got to take care of himself. We're going to take care of him. They can't be together now since the involvement and come back. So, however, Amber, I think she should be in Los Angeles with her support system. And this has to run its course. And this is not going to be 1 day, it's going to be 2 days.
How about I feel like somebody needs to fly with her.
Jerry's
She won't touch her.
Yes, I mean, I know, I don't need to invalidate what you're saying, but,
No, but I'm just wondering if there's another person. That's what I'm saying.
well, I asked those same questions earlier, and it all goes like that. I don't think it should for that reason. Like, he's not going to be manipulated, he's a strong guy.
Yeah, is there a trash that has bandages in it?
It works, man.
Don't mess with the house, man.
Oh, yeah, that's way
What's your speed on?
Is he gone?
Yes. Which I feel like maybe that's one of the first things we can't, when I was together.
Now, look through this. I looked through it once. I didn't see anything that looked like flesh. It's a thing.
I'm not sure.
But I bet it's in here. He's got this all over. I mean, he's going to get infected, so that we have to start ours.
We don't have How big of a piece of skin are you looking for?
We're looking at this. We're looking at like a third of the tip of the finger. And it's that, I mean, he's going to get cellulitis. That loves him, but we're up to. Maybe she should have something. I told Danny it was probably used to this.
Can I give her like 50 of circle?
What?
50 of circle?
Yeah.
300 Johnson?
Yeah.
She only usually takes 25. Are you okay with 50?
Oh, the Seroquel?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 100, but give her 50. So I'll tell you what's done in that. This is guilt. This is guilt.
she won't take 50. I gave her 25 and 300 and said you reassess in a little bit.
Ben's saying that as we speak, I'm saying, David's still got a bloody job, so you know what's going on. She made a point against me, she can't trust me. Because when I told Christine, told Christine that she called the fellow, and he told me to she's listening, she wants to go where he is, she knows he's gone, she thinks she's going to do something else say that.
And this was today, by the way, not just paying anything. It is.
What's this glass that we have? What's the glass that we have? When we start from over here yourself. He's in welcome room. He is asleep. It's a sleep motivation, so he's good. And I'm talking to her, and hopefully she'll let us do what we want to do. But she hasn't given me a final answer that she wants. She doesn't want to go anywhere. She wants to stay here and see it. Well, Ben's saying she's just happy. He's happy to go with her. But so you know, although she's talking to me and she keeps following her, she's made it quite clear to me. She said, I thought I trusted you, but I don't, because you told Christy and I called you on your fat on there, and I said, yes, I did. And I said, no, she turned around and said, Johnny, I called 5 different times over the last couple of weeks, saying to his sister, said that Jerry's on it, but that's what she was saying. I said, you said not to, but I'm not going to let you. I told you I'll never let you like to go on like a job. So, and she is talking to me. She's obviously crying up and down, fucking mirror. He has been given some minutes. Debbie said, and Kevin said she sleeps for 2 or 3 hours. I'm saying, no, I've still got a little in my pocket. David came and said, if she wakes up too early, give her another one, and she might sleep through the night. So I decided what to do. I'm hoping she'll crack. I don't have anything here, but we all know I'd be up and get her on the plane in the morning. But Ben's happy to find her out. But what we also do is get this place cleaned up. Well, no, you have a point. I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to, as I said, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm happy to get her back and hand her over. And then we let nature take its course. But I've always said to Steve that tomorrow has to be, film-wise, has to be cancelled. Okay, he's in no fit state. He's in no fit state. Thanks, Steve. I hear you say, I'm just, look, I've seen you on your head, I've never seen this out, And when I say he wrecked this place, I mean it's wrecked. There's no broken, there is a TV, I think she did it. It was a cup thrown, it missed, there's been bottles thrown. She admits to me, she threw a bottle on me. She did it first. She admits to me that, and I said to her, she also said, and she said, actually, there's some really beautiful things to do in my temple. He was shouting out, screaming at me. She has scratches on her left arm, which Debbie told me about. I've looked at it, and I've seen those scratches before on other people. And as far as I'm concerned, they're self-inflicted. I'm convinced about it, they're self-inflicted. At the moment, I'll do a deal with the devil. God has laid it down because we'll be selling the car to kill us, to turn around and go legal on this, to get this whole thing calmed down. You know, I've been hurt, I've been hurt, he's trying to say, I can understand why. And she admitted also that she hit him first. She actually hit him in the face. But he has a small burn on the right hand side of his face, which she says, I see that yesterday, which she said on Friday, he put a cigarette and burnt his own face with the cigarette because it was so bad. He's not well. We need to help him out in every way we possibly can, but we need to help him. And I'm convinced she got when he was here. She's sometimes listening, sometimes not. And I said, you can't help her. You can't. You two need to be separated. You can speak on the phone, but you need to leave him alone. By the way, we have now found a piece of flesh on the top of his finger. Okay? It's packed in ice. It's on its way back to, I've always spoken to Malcolm. It's packed in ice. It's on its way back now in a bag wrapped up with heart. He just thinks it's John's medication. And I'm still talking to her. On the other side, she's responding to me. She breaks down in 5 minutes. She's made it very clear that he has told me that after the last 2 weeks, my job, and she said, I have stood up for you so many times, but how would you let me down by telling Chris that I can't go a fat cold man? And I said, I did, because I'm not the money for you, I'm not money for the job. And then 5 minutes later, she said to me, do you think he knows me? No, that wasn't my answer. Right, she will tell me what she's going to do. I'm just, she died, right? And a second ago, Christy said, no, that's the idea, I'm not going to do it. It has to be someone strong in case she kicks off. Okay? So, we will be leaving here tonight to go and stay in the hotel. I've got cars coming around just in case. And I'll see what Malcolm wants to do. Because Malcolm has said to me, Debbie is not saying, I'm not, it's not, so if he wants to fly home back to England, I'll send him. If not, I'm going to go to LA to get out of here. But it's all hit and miss. It's all like, and 1 minute she agrees, no, I'm not going to stay. I'm trying to get her out here to go, pack up, so she can go here tonight, to go back. That's it. When I tell you, I'm not going to make it out. Let's say $75,000 for the wages. There's blood everywhere. And in the granddad, felicities, these two are covered in blood stacks and will drip off. Then I looked upstairs. And on the bar, he drank everything in the basket. I didn't know. She went over. Within 2 hours, he took 10 ecstasy tablets. I'm still once it's done, it's not the time to talk about it, but that's what I'm saying. I'm afraid if someone keeps supplying, he's going to overdose. And I was afraid she was like that for she's house. But on top of that, he drank tequila. He drank vodka. He stopped drinking vodka to come out back because she said he didn't want me to smell it. When I turned around and told him he was drinking, could you calm down? He didn't stop drinking. picked up one of the bottles and threw it through the window. Right, I know he's a certain moment resident. Hang on a second, my doctor's agreeing, I don't know if she did it, or he did it. Right now, the bottles are empty. And David's got done it. And David has said, yes, it has been poured down the sink. Now, when I was thinking yesterday, she was stone cold sober. She doesn't smell of booze. So, if it became, I don't know, my trust don't know if I can tell you. If you believe now, and this situation is all with me, everything is out. It's completely unacceptable. And all she wants to do, is love. Let's leave it a moment out of her everything to get her the fuck out of it. That's all I'm going to do. And I thought was the question what she wants. I said, why don't tell her everything she wants to hear? We need to be able to fuck out here and concentrate on it.
So, I just said I'd give it a couple of minutes and then, yeah, I don't know if that was what went at the TV or just the...
No, I looked at the copy of the TV.
Oh,
Yeah, the copy of the TV.
for the evidence.
And I'll be honest with you.
You do?
I don't know why I think she was here. I think she did. Because he's always sitting down there. Doesn't make any fucking difference. It doesn't make any difference, does it, mate?
No. I thought I'd give a couple of minutes and have them finish packing.
I need to know what to say.
Hotel, we need to look for it. Because she's up for it.
Well, let me know because I'm going to Christy and John around.
I mean, I just said, get it. That's what I was going to do. Not sure we need it.
Who's getting anybody else?
Yeah, that's not. She got it. She did.
Why do you think she didn't come? Where is she? Do you think she was in Cocoa or something? Was that a strange letter?
Not sure about it.
You know I got it.
This is all I need until we absolutely want it to make it clean.
Something really made my God made him something walk out because I got angry. He's bullying me and leaving trying to lose his job.
It's an impossible situation.
And then that shit is in there. He's awake, I presume he's awake, that's what they're saying. Alan said he just left the hotel, so I'm assuming he's awake. But then to take him down there to have it done. And I will say, it is true, the quicker you get it done, the quicker it takes. It'll heal up a lot quicker. Okay? So, okay. Well, let's see, we can just get the room into my name or whatever, or 2 rooms to shoot in my name, and then we'll see what she wants to do. Don't get me wrong, she's looking, she's changing her mind every 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. I understand. Okay. Well, he's dangerous. I'll be honest with you. I do believe the way she is, we need, if she kicks on, we need someone strong like me and Malcolm to be with her. But I would say Ben has been upstairs for 2 hours and he's talking to her and he has a way of just keeping her calm. What I do not want to do at the moment is jeopardize what we're doing with Johnny because his finger comes first. And you know what, seriously though, if she has to stay here an extra 24 hours to get him sorted out, fuck it, she stays here for another 24 hours if we have to. Because Johnny's more important. Yeah. I'll be honest with you as well. the way she's talking, she's breaking down and crying, but at the same time, she's packing a bag, so she knows what she's doing. I don't think she intends to do anything stupid. And she keeps saying, I don't want to leave him. And we'll say, look, he needs some time on his own. And then when he's on his own, we'll remind him, and then you two can talk on the phone, and then you can come back. But no matter what happens, she needs to leave Australia to get the fuck out of here. She really does. And that's Kitty's idea about it. She said he'd done at least a bottle of vodka, a bottle of tequila. At one point, she reckoned it was when she was done 10 extra times. Down the back. You know, this is a point. And the other thing is, she made it quite clear to me, she said, I still love you on a number of occasions, and I trust you, but I trust you more. Because apparently over the last 2 weeks, Johnny has turned around and said, you're a fat old man. I didn't say that. And she said, yes, you are, because Christy told me, because she said to Jerry in London. And she asked me, I suggested it. Hello. Okay, we're still talking. I'm trying to help her and clean up as much as we can. She seems to be quite happy. I'm asking her. And she seems to be happy if Ben travels with her. Now, she's also saying to me, if I stay here, do I promise that I'll keep her up to date in what's happening to him? And I said I would. She's still upstairs, she hasn't come down yet. We think she might be sleeping. Now, my question is to you, are you happy for that to happen? So I don't care either way. I'm happy to travel to LA and drop her off. Christine, I'll be honest with you, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. No, I'm saying Amber, she does. She's not a fool. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Now, yeah, pick them up and bring them through. We get a car and then take it to the apartment. And I've asked her, would she go and see her shrink? She said she would. And as soon as he's calm, and as soon as David has given his medication and he gets himself sorted out, then maybe later on in a week, in 2 days, in 7, whatever David tells us, and maybe then she talk. But she keeps obviously doing the usual thing of breaking down in tears, saying, shall I go, shall I go, shall I go? And what I don't, yes, yeah, shall I leave, shall I stay here and wait? And I just said, look, I'll be honest with you, they don't want me to see him because at the moment that's the problem. And at least she's listening, but every 5 minutes she's bursting into tears. Now, what I would say to you is that I know Nathan's working on it. I've just spoken to Stephen. They're at the hospital waiting for the hand surgeon to come in to try and get it fixed on his finger. So that's okay, all right? All right.
I was upstairs, very packed, I thought bag was hooked and went off. Empty bags. Two. One had a little bit of pressure. It used to be pressure. The other one was okay. That means you can concentrate on top of Xanax, Adderall, ecstasy, and I hate that he hates me. I hate that I'm the one that has to go, I hate that I'm the element that really sets it off. I hate that Jerry, I don't want to do that. I really hate it. you know, when we got to that point where we were in the same office. I feel so stupid, Jerry. I go over here and ship things. I feel so stupid. I'm really lost.
I'm telling you about that as best as I can.
Oh,
There is so much of suicide.
It's all part of my job, sweetheart. It's all part of the job. It's all part of the job. No, I think you can job, I'm saying, throw this in the garage.
I reckon we roll this up.
Yeah.
Any problems that we've got in basically.
I'll roll this up and put time on it.
Jerry? Since we don't have the hotel yet,
Go on, love.
So there you have it. I hope you have a better understanding of what actually happened. What I find to be interesting, among many other things, is, again, how nobody, including Amber, is talking about the severe injuries she now claims she received. Nobody is talking about a busted lip, or a broken nose, or slashes all over her body and feet and legs and arms. It's almost like those injuries didn't exist. You would think if she was injured, like she now claims, somebody would be getting her medical attention as well, but instead it's Johnny who ended up in the hospital due to his injuries, while everyone else worked to get her home peacefully in hopes she wouldn't explode again along the way. It's also interesting how much her story and stories have evolved and changed and contradicted themselves, from Johnny punching a wall and hurting his hand to this taking place over a 3-day stretch now when it really happened on 1 day, and even Johnny taking 10 ecstasy tablets in a span of 2 hours, and now she claims he took 8 overnight. And then there's the outright lies being told in Virginia and UK courts by Amber and the Sun, stating this occurred on March 4th when it was really March 8th, and on top of that, claiming this happened at night when it actually happened during the AM hours. So much counter evidence has been stacking up against them. Not to mention, as evidence has come to light that has shown that she was the aggressor and the one who assaulted him, causing him a severe injury, throwing her entire claims into question, she is now adding sexual violence to her allegations. In my opinion, it's very clear with all the evidence that has come out over the past few months that Amber Heard is not being truthful about what happened during her relationship with Johnny Depp. We've heard her admit to abusing Johnny, mocking him, saying she can't be rationalized or reasoned with, and that she gets so mad she loses it. And, if you recall, Ben King, who was tasked with flying Amber back to drop her off to her support system, and so she could see her shrink and to make sure that she didn't kick off or try to manipulate him, was asked twice on the flight back by Amber, "Have you ever been so angry with someone that you just lost it?" Seemingly already trying to get him to justify her violent actions. And now we have the immediate aftermath of an incident, a crime scene that I believe points to more lies from her, including the amount of covering up it took to keep her violent episodes hidden and the lengths it took to keep her calm. I think that she, as she would describe it, got so mad she lost it. I think she cut off the end of Johnny's finger just 1 month into their marriage, by the way, and then was scrambling to place any sort of blame on him while also screaming and crying because she knew she had finally done something that might open his eyes and she might actually lose him. And she secretly recorded the whole thing and submitted it along with a much less accurate transcript back in 2016 during her initial claims. Why? I don't know. Maybe she was hoping that she could just cherry pick from it and use the inaccurate transcript to apply more public pressure to Johnny at the time. Even though the audio paints a much different picture, she was panicking, knowing her actions could cost her everything she believed she worked so hard to make happen. I believe she committed a crime, a violent assault, and yet wanted to stay there to be with this man who she claims had just violently, physically, and sexually assaulted her, to take care of him while he healed from his injuries, and that she was the only one who could. There's so much about her ever-changing stories that just wasn't adding up, and now I truly believe I understand why. It seems to me that this has always been a case of flipping the script, and so many people bought her version of the events at first, but I'm thankful the truth continues to take giant leaps forward. It makes me wonder how much longer the Sun plans to stand behind her in the face of these truths. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. My next video hopefully won't take as long to produce. This one was one heck of an undertaking. Next, I plan to begin a long exposure of Amber's key witness, Raquel Pennington, and the massive lies I believe she has told. Once I've gone over them in detail, I'll begin to work on videos about others who I believe have aided Amber in her hoax. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, if there is a next time, take care.